Aware of. So to their credit, whilst they have been getting favoured a lot, they have been able to capitalise, and that's something that is not the easiest to do all the time.
Exactly, though, and that's the main thing. I think that yesterday was the best. It was the best opportunity for them, yet it doesn't go fantastically well. They don't even get a chicken dinner yesterday.
And very close to another team as well, so that was a risky choice, but they managed to make it work.
It's actually hilarious that Huashuan actually meets up with the other T1 player in Seiden, because the rest of U-Level Up is in La Cobreria. Yes. The rest of T1 are down towards Hacienda del Patron, so it's kind of like a grudge match between these two players where they met in the middle. You know, like where the sparks fly between the gazes. That's exactly what happened between U-Level Up and T1. But like you said, there is another team close vicinity. It is Freestyle. You can see Malik here looking down towards that singular U-Level Up player. And he's in an awkward situation, so what will most likely happen is that U-Level Up will finish looting, head down a vehicle, and pick up the boy henceforth.
I do love the skirt there that Malik's rocking. Fantastic, fantastic stuff, yeah.
That's good stuff. It does blend in with the desert as well.
Yeah.
It's camouflage.
Absolutely, it's all about that camouflage. You know, everybody wants to go for these super flashy skins, you know, whatever. But what I'm about is making sure my character's camouflage with the surroundings, and you can see Malik is on a similar wavelength. So nice to see that one. Nice to get the tactical fashion on board.
So we just got some quick Frost breakdowns where he comes across with a notebook and writes some scribbles on it.
Oh, hang on a minute.
Trying to decipher.
Huashuan might have just hit a little bit of a badger there, unfortunately. He has to stop short.
Oh, he's okay, he's okay.
Yeah, gets away with it.
But the deciphering that came through from the Da Vinci Code Froz actually was that Huashuan dropped with T1, and then you got Seiden dropping with U-Level Up. So they kind of got mixed up on the way down there, and then that's where their cage fight begun. Obviously, Huashuan coming out on top. Oh, nice shots there from Freestyle to take him down as he tries to leave in that party bus.
Now that's the badger.
That's the badger right there, coming on through.
Yeah, so a player from U-Level Up getting a kill, then getting killed. 3 players alive from the northern side of this circle. Luckily, they're not really going to have to push through too many people with this current circle blank.
After looking at the numbers, John, after that 12th round of the Super Weekend, you know, they've only actually placed below 10th 3 times out of the 12. So that's
including today.
Including today. So that's 25% of times that they go down under 12. So they've been placing really, really high the majority of the time. So they're massively consistent. And this is what we worried about in week 1, is that they kept going out early. They weren't consistently getting to the end with 4 players. So there's been a massive shake-up in that side. And, you know, I was to chicken dinner, right? It was their first chicken dinner that they'd got, and it was a really incredible moment for them. But a lot of it comes down to the fact that a lot of teams committed to the city early, whereas there was a lot of patience, a lot of discipline from TSM Entity after getting that early confidence boost, the knock-on to Valdes the Murder and getting that squad wipe. And they wait outside the city and then just move across the only compound within the zone. So that's what I'm really liking from TSM Entity. They're being a lot more disciplined, and now that they have that good ping on board, Jonathan is just popping off.
Yeah, there's no stopping them, apparently. They've been... I don't think we've seen a single game today where there hasn't been a green tick next to their name, green up arrow, signifying that they've climbed a spot.
Doing a Louis.
They keep... Yeah, exactly. They are Louising their way up the leaderboards, Blank. It's absolutely phenomenal to see.
That's what it's called now.
It's fantastic. You know, they are such a solid representative of the South Asia region. I think everyone is sort of really proud to get behind them and support them.
All right, boys. If you're climbing, you're Louising. Let's just put it that way. I'm sorry if you don't get the meme later on in the tournament. You should have been watching today.
It's unfortunate. Oh, Orange Rock just took 2 knocks on the mini-map there. I spotted that.
Yeah, they're currently
eyes blank.
with your eyes. Yeah, they're currently in a kind of an awkward scenario because they're sandwiched between T1 as well as Box Gaming, but they're struggling on the cliff side. They actually held this before, but it's getting tough now because they're on the lower platforms of.
Going to get a couple of replays on board, see which fight we're going to catch up with. Okay, this is U-Level Up from earlier. If you remember the Northern conflict, You level up trying to move across open ground in a buggy when Kashuf had a free shot all the way across the valley. That's you're asking to go down there, to be honest.
To be fair, fantastic spray from Kashuf there. Very, very well done. But Pime, we know this guy can snipe. He's just throwing out dead-eye shots after one another. 2 shots to the M24, made nice and easy. TSM is still fighting other teams. They just fought versus RRQ, then they fought versus King of Gamers. Now they're attacking GXR Celts. They are relentless, John.
Doesn't stop, does it? Action keeps on popping. It's what you love to see. The finish, relatively urban for now, and Freestyle, they are going to keep going. 5 kills found so far. This is a decent showing for a team that is on the bottom of these Super Weekend leaderboards, Blank. You know, currently sat with 64 points. They need to do something dramatic to try and get themselves secure into those top 16 to get to the league finals.
Which is why you have to start speeding things up here, because if they don't get into this is a big storyline, right, John? Because if you don't get into the next Super Weekend, and you are probably going to go out and not make it to the league finals. So this is actually one of the more important last 3 games of the tournament in terms of getting to that league finals, because you're banking on having a good weekday performance and getting...
Celts, a split GXR Celts means that they are going to be left with just 2 alive.
Reject Scarlet going down to the play zone. Valdus the Murderer just ahead of them, but they are suffering at the behest of that blue zone itself too. It's starting to really zap at their backs. GXL's trying to make their way in, but now it's Box Gaming moving parallel against them. They currently have 3 players on board. You can see Loki there, Pime as well, TSM Entity. Now, I was saying that Box Gaming was getting a couple of circles yesterday in the favor, but that's not to say they haven't fought for a lot of their games, and they can certainly do it. They have the fragging power on board. Loki's extremely low though, and they're taking so many shots, and this is it. This is what we're talking about. Freestyle can start to pepper these teams, try and remove as many as possible before they get too close to them.
Tears close. They're trying to dismount Zigsaw here as he's trying to send around the other side, but he gets spotted out. And it's Zedgod actually to finish it, but he gets knocked in response. That's Team Secret starting to come into the fight now, Blank. Synergy eliminated, down to 5, but TSM Entity are under heavy fire.
The bullets are pouring down from everywhere on this map. There's not really any way you can go without taking shots. Now, Freestyle, they've made a little bit of a split here. They've sent Malik on forwards towards TSM Entity. So low, one nade would do the job, but it's not quite far enough here. Another goes through, almost well cooked, but it goes a little bit too far. Now, Jonathan zigzagging his way over the top. They jiggle, but he goes down and won't get it. And Ashuf is able to support his team from the backside.
They still managed to get to 5th, Blank, and they still managed to get 12 kills. Fantastic game from them, 19 points, but it's all the game for Freestyle right now. They have 12 kills, Blank. They have 3 players alive on the outside of these compounds, and look at the lines of fire they have set up.
Team Secret, really well done. We do have one player from Freestyle up on the top side watching down with the M4. Got a decent compound, but nothing else. Well, decent.
I am never going to be able to say that name in a play-by-play, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I also opted against it.
Oh, goodness me. It's just a jumble of U's.
Yeah.
I'm sure it is a proper name, but I'm baffled by it.
And okay, nade doesn't go quite far enough to take down any members from T1. GXR Celts, they have a tanky MNMJ. Earlier, a really fantastic player. Had a really strong win in a wrangle a little while back, even 1v4ing Reject Scarlet by himself. So by no means count GXR Celts out yet. Freestyle are heavily split though. Their players get picked off one by one.
Team Secret, they've taken 1 knock, but they found a building. This seems to be their specialty, Blank. They managed to just sneak through these cracks and get some sort of a position. And it's really what's seen them so safe moving forwards. And they are going to take the fight with GXR Celts, who are themselves fighting off T1 and the rest of Team Secret. Youngjun opting for the heal strat. As the GXR Celts do get eliminated, that will see them higher up in the tables. And now, Freestyle, I think they might have taken a knock there. Yeah, Malik does go down, so 3 players are alive, but 2 of them are going to be in operation. The oversight will be taken away as well, and now it's just Kashuf on the outskirts for Freestyle. Has quite some decent sight lines, but nades can send him away quick as anything.
Goodness me, we saw Rex slammed to the floor there. The bullets came at him in a blinding pace. And now Shoof is going to go for that revive onto his teammate Malik, I believe. But Team Secret, they've got a great position to start pushing forward. Youngjun out in the circle. He's vying for the 2nd place with that heal off. See if he can make it happen. But Team Secret, they still have to res 1 player on board. Madtoy far behind, trying to play from the high ground. See if he can spot any players. Currently, their high ground approach from Freestyle is down.
We'll be able to gather the info from the player atop the mountain for Freestyle, so they might be able to track some of these movements. The question is, how long does Youngjin last out in the blue? If he goes down earlier, there he goes. Okay, so 2 teams remain. This means that it is second place guarantee for both of these squads.
It is indeed. Now, you see Ice Shots here looking to find these players over the way. Yuhai, obviously, is really high frag on the team, can start to shine here, start to blossom at the end of this game where he's able to play aggressive. Now there's only one other team remaining and only 2 players up. There's Ice Shots taking a few shots as a shoe dashes across, and he actually might get the revive here. And this is where Team Secret know they have to go. This is bold from Freestyle, and Team Secret, they will not allow it.
4-man swarm will start to push out. You can see Yuhai moving up that cliff face, but Malik spotted it out. He's going to know that it's there, looks for the spray, but he finds a couple of bullets sent his way. Unfortunately, they get 1 knock now. Freestyle tried to ascend the mountain.
But that's alright.